ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਹਰਮੀਤ from ਮੀਤੀਸ਼ ਇਮੀਗ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ is today going to help you out for applying your PCC ਤੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਕਲਾਇੰਟ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਟੋਰਾਂਟੋ ਜੂਰਿਸਡਿਕਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਆ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਇੱਕ ਐਪਲੀਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ so that you can have an idea. So we'll choose the jurisdiction for Toronto and there are options for Ottawa and Vancouver itself. You can see on the screen. So proceed, just clicking on proceed. The next page that will open will look like this. A dialog box ਜਾਂ ਖੁੱਲੇਗਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ cross ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ right top corner ਤੋਂ and it says what is the way to actually submit the PCC. Scroll down and then we have different options, but we'll click on passport services. So it'll have various options. Today we'll click on police clearance certificate PCC from India itself. So information page, application fee, documents, processing time, forms and annexures. So let's click on documentation requirement tab and click on Toronto because this link will take you to the checklist. The processing time may range from 3 to 8 weeks exactly, and 3 to 4 additional days for postal services. It does say several months on the website, but minimum processing time is 8 weeks. So let's back to application fee. Fee is $41.40, for which you actually have to make a demand draft from either of your bank, or you can even go to Canada Post ਜਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਡਿਮਾਂਡ ਡਰਾਫਟ ਬਣਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ. ਉਹ ਕਿਹਦੇ ਨਾਮ 'ਤੇ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਥੱਲੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ. ਪੋਸਟਲ ਐਪਲੀਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਸੈਕਸ਼ਨ 1 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਡਿਮਾਂਡ ਡਰਾਫਟ ਯੈਸ BLS ਇੰਟਰਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਸਰਵਿਸ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਇੰਕ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਦਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਡਿਮਾਂਡ ਡਰਾਫਟ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਪੋਸਟਲ ਐਪਲੀਕੇਸ਼ਨਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਪਾਇੰਟਮੈਂਟਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਦੀਆਂ, ਲੇਟ ਦੀ ਮਿਲਦੀਆਂ. ਸੋ ਵੀ ਆਰ ਗਾਈਡਿੰਗ ਟੂਡੇ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੋਸਟਲ ਐਪਲੀਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਭੇਜ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ PCC ਵਾਸਤੇ. ਸੋ BLS ਇੰਟਰਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਸਰਵਿਸਿਜ਼ ਅਗਰ ਪੂਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਡਿਮਾਂਡ ਡਰਾਫਟ 'ਤੇ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲਿਖਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਬੈਂਕ ਜਾਂ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਪੋਸਟ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ Okay, so the fee must be $41.40. Sometimes bank or the carrier ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਆਪਣਾ ਫੀ ਚਾਰਜ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ. So don't get worried about that money because $3-4 ਜਾਂ $5 ਉੱਤੇ ਲੈਣਗੇ. Going to the checklist ਜਿਹੜੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਖੋਲੀ ਸੀਗੀ. So checklist will have a link which you actually have to click. Section B, application form, that's HTTP Embassy Passport India Government Inc. This will take you to this website where you actually have to choose कि केड़ी country जो तुसी apply कर रहे हो. My client is in Canada, so ਅਸੀਂ Canada choose ਕਰਾਂਗੇ. So this another page will have registration option. ਆਪਾਂ registration ਤੇ click ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ because we are applying for the first time. ਇਹ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਚਾਹੀਗੀ in embassy consulate. ਮੇਰੇ client ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ embassy ਪੈਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ Toronto jurisdiction ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈ. So Canada Toronto. You might choose Ottawa or Vancouver depending upon your jurisdiction. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਅਪਲਾਈ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਲਾਗੇ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਹੈ. So I'm just using my information just to give you an idea. It's just like creating your own Facebook account. First name, last name, date of birth, email address, and login credentials. So they do ask you to login credentials same rakhne hai ki ਵੱਖਰਾ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ. So I would say here yes, I want to keep the same because I don't want to hustle around forgetting the name. So password ਜੋ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੈਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ. A quick hint question depending upon what you like. let's say birth city. I was born in XYZ city. I just chose it, and then just typing the code, which is actually displayed on the box, 6FSEJB. So once the application as account is created, it sends you an email directly to your email address. You actually have to click that link and type the username as your email, which I have set up, and set the log into the account using the same password you have created on registration page. So once that link is activated, we can try to re-log into this page with the same email address, password, and character. So I won't show it here, but once we log in, it will take you to another page, something like this, where we actually have to click on apply police clearance certificate. So first page says what is the purpose. I would say immigration purpose other than citizenship, because my client is willing to apply for his permanent residency. And then next one is region, country of which PCC is required. So I'm saying it Toronto, Canada. So yeah, choosing for Canada specifically, the country. Passport number is stated on your passport. Date of issue is stated on your first page of the passport. And expiry date is always on the first page of the passport, where you can see your picture. And the file number is at the back, this last page, where you can see your address. So the file number is there. You can look your passport and write the file number, and the place of issue is on the first page. So this information need to be the same as your Indian passport, so that they can actually verify it's you. So when we click next, again it's asked for the applicant details. So make sure these details must match same as your passport, as like some clients do not have their last name, as like me. Harmeet Singh is my first name, so I'm just writing everything in the given name, so nothing in the last. My date of birth as per the passport, and then place of birth is also on the passport first page. Okay, gender is male, female, or transgender, depending upon what your gender is. And marital status, you can mention it as per you. So they ask how you are citizen of India. So I'm citizen by birth, so I'll choose here citizenship of India by birth. And then typing your PAN card if applicable. If you don't have, that's okay. Typing your voter ID and your employment type, what you do actually. So sometimes people are students, sometimes they're self-employed, or they're not employed. Sometimes people are homemakers. So whatever is applicable to you, you can choose that specifically. And your education, and I'm graduate or above, so I'll choose the one. So there are various options, but I'll choose this. So I'll type my Aadhaar card, and then actually I have to click yes, that above Aadhaar card number is mine, and then clicking on the next button. This will take me to the next page, where we'll have we can also save this page prior going to the next one, so that we do not lose the data which is actually we have worked on. So I would just say click the save and then next. So this is the father's name required here. So father's name is given on the last page of your passport. Make sure you write the same name. The spelling should match the one that is on your passport. For mother as well. And if there is a legal guardian name, so you can type the legal guardian name as stated on your passport. So every time keep trying to save the page and click on next. So address in India, so the one that is stated on the passport must match. if it does not, you actually have to send them an address proof. So you can request to change this address as well, but if the address is not changed, make sure you have the same address as stated on your passport last page. It asks for district, it asks for the PIN code, it asks for the police station which is near to you. Sometimes people do not know. Just call your family back home and just get to know which police station it is, so that it goes to the right police station. Present address and country of domicile, which means is where you are currently residing. So I'm residing in GTA, so in Canada specifically. So I just write my address, my mobile number in Canada. If it's same for you, you're applying for a PCC from Canada, you actually have to write your Canadian address or residential address. Next page, you actually have to answer a few questions that would be yes or no. If you haven't committed any crime or any kind of court hearings, or if you have received any summons from the court or whatsoever is applicable, just follow the questions and choose the answers, save, and follow the next button. So application will show the information which you have previously answered. So make sure it should be same as like your passport. Click next. So the next page will take you to the same details which you have answered to review the questions. You can review your answers at this page and follow the trail. If there's something wrong, you have a last chance to amend this form. And although even if something goes wrong, you can recreate this form, but you actually have to do everything from scratch. So at last, I just click agree, and you choose the date and place where you're signing. So I'm signing it in Kitchener, so I just wrote it as Kitchener. So once you type submit, and then you come back to this page where you have these options of ordinary passport, PCC, and you can see at the bottom there is a ARN number, which is an application reference number. So there is a circle close to select, and then when you select that, you can just click on track application if you want to track the application in future when they receive it, and then print application form. So it will open a form that would something look like this, and then you can go to the print on right top corner. When you click that, it will open a dialog box which and then you actually save the form wherever you want, and then print the form where you can paste your picture. So you actually need 2x2 picture with a white background and dark clothes, and sign it as like same on your passport. And scroll down, you need another signature on this form. So this is called PCC application form. So 2 signatures and 2x2 picture that you can get from UPS store, and you would need glue as well, so that you can stick this picture to this form. So 2 signatures. Here are the list of documentation required: 2x2 photo, and the second one is PCC application form, where you actually have to sign 2 pages and stick that picture. Canadian address proof, that can be your driving license, but you don't have to send the original, just a photocopy, and photocopy of your status proof, that can be study permit, work permit, or PR card. And Indian passport, first and last 2 pages photocopy, and self-attested means signed by you. Demand draft of $41.40, and inclusive everything in one envelope. This is the envelope which you need to buy. That is a letter size envelope, and this is Canada Post 4140 draft. And the postal services, when you are prepared with the application, you have to send it via a bureau letter. You have to visit the website and go around, submit your application, book your pickup and drop off application, click to the link, and you are creating everything from the scratch the first time. So you actually have to choose the first one, the fresh application, proceed. So it will ask for 2 different addresses, one where they will pick up your application, and the second one where they actually have to drop. So for services, I'll just choose passport, and I actually have to type the postal code first digit. My postal code first digit is N, so I just chose N, and it will say yes, I'm falling under Toronto jurisdiction, so I actually have to send Brampton PLS Center my application. So the pickup address where this the application is being picked up. So, and details, my passport number, contact, email, my address where the person is going to come and pick up my parcel, and the city, postal code, the pickup date when you want that to be scheduled. There are dates available for the very next date. So pickup location is sometimes basement, sometimes it's a front door, or garage, or let's say back door. You actually have to specify according to your need, or availability actually. So these are the options which you can choose from this I would say office. And then province, I'm in Ontario, so pickup time, there are 2 hour slots, 10 to 2 and then 1 to 5. So whatsoever suits your need, you can choose the time frame, and the person can come and pick up your parcel, that envelope which concludes your documentation and the application form. So this is the pickup address and drop-off address. So when they send the PCC, where they're going to send that which address they're going to send it. So it should match your details, what you have on your driving license, and those details you have filled on the application form. So it's for police clearance for Indian applicants, so I'm choosing an Indian applicant. So I actually have to write my name, passport number, contact number, email, and the address where they're going to send me the parcels, the city, the postal code, and the province. So EP, I would say I would add their services, but the photograph services I really don't want to. It's $15 on top of it. They just take a picture and just send it to you, so I really don't want that. So proceed to next. They will confirm the page, and then you actually have to make a payment for roughly $70. Thank you for watching video. So once you're done with every step stated in the video, you actually have to include all your documentation in that envelope, and once you make a payment from the website, you will receive a label that you actually have to stick outside your envelope, that a bureau letter guy is going to request you at the time of pickup. So this was the procedure to actually submit your application for PCC. So once you're done, it will take minimum 8 weeks, so that they can return your application along with your police clearance certificate. So in case you're not going back home to India for a long time, let's say a year or 2 years, this PCC is still valid. It is not only valid for 6 months unless you go back there and stay for 6 months. Thank you for watching, and please like, share and subscribe my channel.